What is going on, guys? This is a first in a while. What's going on, J-Mag? Did you just copy all the context from the chat window? I have no idea how this is gonna go. We're looking at 0 practice, and I haven't played in like a month, so should be a strong result. One moment, I'll get everything set up. Alright, let's see. I'm glad it's on this track, but I'm not super happy with my McLaren that I'm still stuck with. Definitely looking forward to when we can change manufacturers again. I think that'll be nice to have. Also, please let me know how the audio sounds, because I have a feeling it's not so great. And I just moved into like a new place, got everything set up, so it's all a bit touchy at the moment. And I'm gonna guess on this race a one-stop, just run mediums and pit on like lap 5 or 6. That's my guess. No idea. And I also noticed that penalties are pretty rough nowadays. That changed a lot in the last 30 days. Notice you can't cut corners like you used to, which is actually a good thing. I kind of prefer it that way. I'm just gonna hope that I qualify like top 10. You know, I think if I can get a top 10, we'll be okay. I'm very worried. Might get close to the front. Thank goodness. I need to be up front so I can get more track time. Let's see, brake bias. There's someone next to me? Oh. Below the first corner. You think I can no-stop it on hard? Oh, on hards. Oh, I don't know if that's worth it. You know how bad this McLaren is, right? I don't think I can no-stop. Not in the McLaren. Maybe if it was front engine rear-wheel drive setup, then I might go for it. You tell me, if you watched everyone in Europe do it, maybe I'll go for it. Does anyone else have input on what the pit strategy should be? One stop on mediums or a no stop on hards? Leave it in the comments. Okay, I literally have not done one lap of practice, so we're in for a treat here. I just don't even know penalties. I also have to remember to shift at the halfway point in this car. It's literally a second faster shifting at the halfway point than letting it rev all the way. Alright, clean road. Oh, what happened to Ant? Disconnect. I guess that part's pretty tricky with penalties. See, like, I'll be interested to see if I get a penalty for going wide there, given how things have changed. Yep. I just hope it still lets me do my lap. Even if it's like half a second off, that's fine. Turn, baby! It's gonna be some poor qualifying. Oh, now I'm up to a second! So I still hold a 1 second penalty. Doesn't clear my lap. It's unfortunate. What's up, Gopi? My second penalty ever gonna go away? Ooh, 15th. Pretty strong. And everyone's got penalties, so we gotta be extra cautious come race time not to go wide. And I guess it keeps the racing a little bit more fair, so that's good with these track limits. Gopi, you're giving me penalties, man. Don't make me struggle. Probably help if I learned how to drive. So, but I'm just saying, I've been gone for like a month, so I need a little bit of time to warm up. Should be able to get into the mid 52s at least, I think. I'm just hoping for top 10. we'll see if I can get some sort of reasonable quick lap that's not 15th place, because that would be stellar. Alright. Give this one a solid go. So we can definitely manage, I think, a 52.5. Let's go for a 52.5. Oh! Does not want to stop in that corner. This is going to be a rough lap. It's not stopping as fast as I expected it to. It's not very good, guys. But it'll be quicker. Just a little bit quicker. I'll only go for 13. Ugh. That's pretty bad. This is what happens when you don't practice. This also is what happens when you drive a McLaren. Oh, 14th. Ouch. And DNF'd. I don't know, we got some work to do. Yeah, a bit rough, but we'll see. I don't really care. It's exhibition season, at least for manufacturer. And then hopefully they'll get nations and manufacturer going on their official seasons, and we'll be right in the thick of things. Yeah, Temerav, thanks. Decent lap time. But I mean, what? We're... actually, I'm surprised. Wait, it's saying... How does it say I'm 0.93 seconds off, yet I'm 15th and the person ahead of me? Or am I 0.9 seconds off of the person in front of me? It was very confusing. If it says I'm 0.93 off the leader, then... Interesting. I don't know what's going to happen. So that is something weird. 52.8. Yeah, on that, I guess on this leaderboard I show up where I should be, so... I guess we'll run with that. Wow. Lamb at a 51 flat. That is pretty quick. Clearing the field by half a second. Yeah, timing glitch... Don't run into, but that's definitely a bit odd. Pretty good chunk of points. I don't even know how many laps this is, or if I need to save fuel. 11 laps. I don't know. I'm just gonna start on the mediums and one stop it. I don't know. This McLaren's pretty bad on tires, so I don't think I can survive a whole stint on hards. Yeah, those were my first 2 full laps of practice in qualifying, so really strong. did it say? I don't even know. We're starting like 14th or something, so. Yeah, I'll try to save some fuel. Thankfully, I have to shift it, I don't know, halfway point anyway, just to get, because that's the power band on this car for some reason. So, I'll automatically save fuel, so it's perfect. Yeah, Bruce, the trophy's a bit odd. I don't know, it's kind of neat. It's kind of cool to see in person. It's a neat statue, but, you know, art is in the eye of the beholder, I guess. But I would definitely take one. It's huge. Like, you don't realize how big the trophy is until you see it in person. You get your hands on it. A lot of alphas. I'm like the sole McLaren. Me and my little gumball McLaren back here. Polka dots, whatever you want them to be. Yeah, thanks, Bruce. I'll need all the luck I can get. I have a feeling. Fingers crossed for some sort of luck or better driving skills. I could also use those too. I'm hoping everyone else is on mediums. And we'll just try and follow everyone else's strategy, and we'll do great. We're gonna do great. It's gonna be awful. Oh, especially when it starts you off right in the middle of a corner. That's not great. And don't swerve it, Hendricks. Ooh, let's see if I can get him in that first corner. He's all over the place. How did I get a penalty? Please explain to me why I got a 1.5 second penalty. What happened? I didn't go off track. Well, there goes literally almost spots back to 17th, 19th. I don't know how I incurred 1.5 seconds. If I got 1.5 seconds for tapping his side, that's a bit ridiculous because I was as far over as I could be. He didn't go off track, nothing happened, so that's a bit ridiculous. Oh, jeez, buddy. I'm right there. Show me 1.5 second penalty for that as well. I guess Hendricks now has a penalty, so maybe we'll get him back. need to get by this guy. Two-second penalty. Jeez, man. Did it really think I cut the corner that far? I still had at least 2 wheels within the white line, I'm pretty sure. Well, this one's down the drain. I didn't realize the penalties were so strict now. And now I'm gonna go right back to where I was. Not get this thing to turn. Oh, that's fortunate. Well, maybe we can squeeze a top 10 if we really focus and try hard enough. There's like no steering left. Wow. Penalties for everything, man. Show me a penalty for that too. Yep. Wow. They really changed everything on the track limits. So since I haven't played this game in a month, or at least a month, I don't even know, 6 weeks practically, I guess they've changed everything. So before you could cut all the corners, oh shoot, I need fuel. I can't change that now. Shoot. It's all over. Now I'm just gonna have to go back around and pit again. Well, I ruined that one. So far this is a lesson in how not to run an FIA race. I don't know how I messed the fuel up so poorly. I didn't even look, I just selected an item. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating that they don't give you the track limits in practice that you get in the race. I don't really understand that. You would think it would be consistent across the board, but I guess it is not. Well, at least we have nations to redeem ourselves. At least that's the hope. No point in even trying on fuel. realize I'm there. He just like smashes into me. Thanks, Sprint Cup champ. Like, how far inside am I supposed to go to not get hit? All because I was too quick on the button. Oh. See, I don't even need tires. So far, so good, everyone. This is exactly how you win an FIA race. It almost looks like I've never played this game before. We're so far behind. Of course I would get low SR for some other random reason and a penalty for God knows what. Sometimes I wish it would tell you what you get a penalty for. This is all practice laps now. We're not last. That's a nice positive, right? A penalty? Are you kidding me? This thing's just handing penalties out for like touching the curb. This is stricter than FIA standards in real life. I don't know what they want. FIA standards are literally as long as 2 wheels are within the white line or touching the curbing, legal. Fully legal. Did it say in any of the updates that they changed the limits to be super strict? You can touch sausage curbs. I shouldn't have to avoid them. You can literally touch them in real life and not get a penalty for it. I know. I've raced in Blancpain. I've raced in the real GT3 cars. I know the rulings. That's crazy. I think I got a penalty like every single lap. This is so bad. Before we get another penalty, might as well. So how was that corner different than the lap before? I guess if it is the same for everyone, that's fair. Yeah, that's crazy. That's almost too strict now. Is it the same at every track, or is it changed? That's what I'm a little confused at. Because it's like, GT, you could almost get away with just cutting an entire corner and not get a penalty. And now you touch a green or a sausage curb and you get penalized for it. Guess now I just have to go and relearn all the track limits. Oop, show me a penalty. I touched the curb. Oh, I touched it twice. Touched two sausage curbs. That'll be 2 seconds. Man, okay, that is something else. That is something else. So manufacturer uses championship track limits, but it's normal for nations. How does that make sense? $293. I don't think I've ever earned anything that low before. Oh, yikes. Alright, we will move on to nations, which should be better. I think entry opens in like 2 minutes. I'm glad that one's over. That was pretty bad. Yeah, let's see what event settings are for this. Mediums, lowest hards. Is there a track limit? Race settings. So a shortcut penalty weak, track limit normal. Okay, so if we go to manufacturer, what are these race settings? Championship. Why wouldn't they just run the FIA on both? Polyphony. Please explain to me why you'd run championship in an FIA race and normal in an FIA race. They're both FIA races. Just run them both. The same limits. Otherwise, you could literally run two tracks or the same track both rounds and have them be completely different track limits. So I have no idea what they're thinking. Just run the same track limits for every single race. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking. So if we back out, I think we'll get a car. We'll figure out what it is, and then we'll try and get some real practice on Brands Hatch, so I don't make a fool of myself. Oh, that's the GR4 car. It looks like a GR3 car. The Citroens are not bad. Not a bad choice, I think, for manufacturer this year. Look at that. 713 points for nations. I tried one the other day, again, on the Super Formula car or whatever, which didn't go well. And then 293 for manufacturer. So far, so good. Thanks, Bruce. Go have fun playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Maybe I should be playing that instead of this, because I'm not too good at this right now. Alright, we'll give this next one a shot, and just see how it goes. At least with Brands Hatch, like track limits wise, you can pretty much get away with anything because there is nothing, no limits to really push because you'll end up in the grass. So, not too much to worry about there. We'll get, I don't know, we'll say 8 to 10 practice laps. A no stop in the Beetle. Interesting. I like the Porsche. The Beetle's actually like a really good GR3 car. That's what I used to when I did last year qualifying for the World Finals and everything. I used a Beetle in those races, and I made it to World Finals, so it's quick. But I don't know how you would no stop it. Well, actually, I do know how you would no stop it, but for some reason, I think at Brands Hatch running hards. Oh man, I don't know. I guess I can't change because I've already answered with Porsche though, right? So, Porsche it is. Yeah, I would think, like Kelso said, I would think everyone's pitting because those mediums are so much quicker. Cut. I think we'll just stick with the Porsche. I like the Porsche. I usually do fairly well. Takes curves nicely, which you definitely need to use here at Brands Hatch. Need to turn our force feedback up. Feels a little low. Alright, we'll try this a little bit. That's like a really strong force feedback. That is definitely not a first gear corner. A strong man needs force feedback. I'd say average man needs strong feedback, but thank you. I'll take the strong. I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah, race cars do have a little bit lower feedback. I'd say so. Like I run the Thrustmaster or the TGT. I've got the TGT base, but that at 4 is about what most real cars feel like, at least for the real race cars. Yeah, just like a strong feedback, because I feel like I'm more consistent. It can be smoother. And then I make a lot of little movements in the steering wheel, so I have my sensitivity up pretty far. Yeah, controller doesn't have much force feedback. Unfortunately, you can't turn your thumb feedback up either. All right, good luck, Kelso. Thanks for stopping by and watching the stream. Ooh. Corner was a little dirty. Well, that's a throwaway lap. I need to try and get a 21 something. If I can get a 21 something and put me in the top 10 fastest times. At least prove that I've still got it. Don't yell penalty, they might hear you and give me one. Forgot how to drive in one lap. Alright, let's go for a good one. Seems like this first corner is like make or break. Darn it. It's a little too wide there. We're optimum to 21. That was a slow corner. Almost to 21. No, one more off. Well, better. 21 and 8. Let's see. We'll retry. Get 2 or 3 more laps in. 21 and 8 or 21 and 8 on the optimum. 21.7 is what this one says. I would like to hit something in the 21s and at least be top 10. It's a bit rough. So far, so good. Oh, ruined that corner. Show me a 21. Ah, there we go. 21,944. Okay. Top 10, maybe. Should be close. Are we good enough for our top 10? We are, but it has not loaded. So that should be good for 8th. Let's see if it'll reload. 21.944. Come on. There we go. A top 10. I can do it. Alright, we'll let this run the clock out. I'll have more practice this time, which will be good. So, I'm expecting at least a top 10 for myself. Alright, this one is for all the money. Okay, so now we've got, so I see points are now up like over 5,000, so I guess it looks like we are finally counting. Wow, look at all the Porsches. And then Windfire with the WRX. So at least everyone will be consistent running the same car. Yeah, I guess now everything's counting the best 2 rounds. So we're going to have to try a little bit harder. Got Road Beef, Marzan, Windfire, Lester, Ants, myself, Originals. Originals was someone else last year. I cannot remember for the life of me who. Stinky Bug, Ibrahim, Hendricks. Almost all of these guys are at least nations finalists or world finalists. Points should be pretty good. So I would love to get top 5 for 2180 points. Something over 2,000, so I can at least get something on the board, because I have pretty much put nothing on the board. And I know we can avoid having to fuel if we fuel save just a little bit. Five Zigan. Zigan, thank you. You've got it. It surprises me how many people have changed their names this year. I don't know why. Hey, someone picked the Beetle. Oh. A little snappy. Now, I'm guessing most of these people have already done 1 round, so they've got the practice in that I don't have. See what we can work with. Just hoping for something that's better than like 15th. Let me out. Man, last. Whoa, almost last. Oh, Marzan. So Marzan actually filled in for me for the Paris World Tour event for Mercedes. So I thank him for representing Team Mercedes well in Paris. Alright, we'll put hopefully a decent first lap in the books. That's kind of a cut. Ooh, give me that. Oh. He slowed down a lot more than I thought he would. I almost hit him. Thank God I'm second! Look at me go! It's nice to see. It's where I should be. But look at how close those are. 7/100ths of a second. On both sides. I'll be happy with just a top 5 qualifying spot, I think, at this point. Ruined that first corner. Alright, we'll give it another go. Yeah, I kind of like ruined that first sector, so not really too worth it to continue, so get an extra lap in here on the lower fuel too, which should hopefully make a little bit of a positive difference. So far, we're still holding down third, which is positive. Oh no, as soon as I say that, we're down to fourth. Oh, Gearhead almost putting me down another spot. Alright, we'll get one more flyer. Oh, right there, the limit. Ah! So close. I think if I wouldn't have made that mistake in that last corner there, that could have possibly been a pole. Well, I would say that was much better than our nation's, or our manufacturer's race. Wow, all really close. I mean, top 10 are all within a second. And then and top 7 are all within half a second. That's impressive. Alright, be right back. Euro lobby, all 20 drivers were within 0.9 seconds. That's impressive. Yeah, those Europeans, they're pretty darn quick. Hey, look at that! Check me out! Second place and not like 15. If I could even get these things on. We are gonna run mediums throughout this race, and we will pit once on one of the laps, and that's our race strategy for the evening. I could use a snack right now. Always need a snack before your race. I got made fun of once during the 24 Hours of Spa because they were doing like a live stream, and every time I would go to get in the car, I'd eat a banana before. Apparently everyone thought that was really funny. But it helps, I swear. Eating a snack before a race stint, you're not hungry, it allows you to focus. It's great. Hit lap 7, undercut's better. Yeah, I agree with you, Gopi. I definitely agree with you on that one. Thing is, like, I've noticed that carrying that heavier fuel load in the beginning, if you get that out of the way, then you can make that stint, or those tires, last longer on that last stint and get that extra lap. I just feel a little bit quicker overall, so no, it definitely helps. So we are one rear. Brake bias. We got Ant, Lester, Ibrahim, Roadbeef, Windfire, Gearhead. Everyone's super quick. Originals, aka 5 Zygen. I don't know how he wants to pronounce it. Maybe that's why he's now Originals 14. But we're going to try and give him a run for his money. He was pretty wide there. We're gonna swerve, okay. We're gonna play that game. Well, that's like a weird reaction on the steering wheel. Maybe like a jolt of force feedback really quick. Just easier to not fight him. Also, of course, if I bumped him and he went off, I'd get like a 10-second penalty. Oh! Jeez. I turned in way too early on that corner. Someone knocked down that braking marker. And it's just a lot of little mistakes that's allowing road beef to catch up. Interesting. He's been hitting quite early. Oh no! Jeez, man. I'm just gonna let everyone by. Yikes! Well, I'd say that one is good enough for a third, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that result. Not too bad. And very nice for our originals, and Ant was ridiculously quick that entire race as well. I just made a lot of little mistakes, but it's like when it's a tenth every corner, it adds up, you know, a second a lap or something. So that's where I struggled a bit. Overall, pretty good race. I didn't really have to race anyone too much, but yeah, I'm definitely rusty. I can definitely tell that I'm pretty rusty from not playing in like over a month and zero practice and everything. So yeah, and I feel like everyone else has just stepped it up too. Everyone's so quick. So I just got to try a little bit harder. But it's kind of fun to get back into the swing of things and be racing with everyone again. So I'll be trying, if I can, if my schedule allows, to be streaming every Wednesday and Saturday for all the FIA races. So stay posted for those. But yeah, not too much else to say about that. But yeah, everyone's just ridiculously quick, and I'm super rusty. So I'm gonna jump out of this lobby. Jeez. Oh, 13,000. Probably because he raced like twice tonight, I'm guessing. See, and everyone has been running all the slots. I wish they would let you run one race and then be done for the evening. But 3,000 points will be where I stand. So I'll need another 2,000 plus result to get anywhere close. But honestly, with this new ranking system, having to be the basically top 2 is just insane, because I don't have the time to spend to play every single round, every single night, and do all the practice. So I just have to do what I can do, and just see where the cards fall. So yeah, we'll see. I'd like to just get top 10. Like I said, be in top 2 unless you're racing every single race and putting in all the hours. I just don't know if it's possible. So unfortunately, I've got other real life things to do than that. But yeah, keep a peep out for Wednesday, and I guess I will see you guys then. But yeah, other than that, unfortunately, JMag, I would do another manufacturer to redeem myself, but I don't have the time. I gotta go eat some dinner. I'm hungry. Been a long week of moving into my new place, so I just got this all like set up, and yeah, just working out the kinks of the new place and moving all the stuff. So I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of what I have for Saturday night and the weekend, and I hope you guys do too. Talk to you all later.